Hi everyone, I'm Eric Post. I'm the Director of Research and Development here at ITR Economics, and I really want to talk to you today about one of my favorite pages for the ITR Trends Report, and that's the S&P 500 page. Like every single page in the Trends Report, we are using a really data-dependent approach for this page. It's different than what you might see in some of the other financial commentary out there where people are providing their opinions about this stock or this sector of the market. For us, it's just about the data. So we're reporting out the numbers to you. We're reporting out what we see in the market developing and giving you the information to make decisions accordingly. We also leverage our ITR Optimizer research. The ITR Optimizer, if you're not familiar, is our system of leading indicators that give us the best assessment of where the market is headed in the future. We partner with Bellwether Wealth in that endeavor, and if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out to Alan Bolio. It's Alan at itreconomics.com, and I'm sure he'd be happy to explain a little bit more about what we actually do with that portfolio and with our partnership with Bellwether Wealth. But we're utilizing that research to inform where the market might be headed as we analyze the S&P 500, and you are able to see that just as part of the trends report. Third point we're going to be focusing on are monthly management objectives. These are easy ways for you to tell what the stock market means to you as an investor and also means to you as a business owner. What should you be doing with your money or your business? How should you be thinking about the interplay between the market and the economy? Really, the management objective, even if you get nothing else from the trends report, and we think you will, those management objectives are really going to help guide your decisions for your business, and in the case of the S&P 500 page, yourself. And then the last point is for the S&P 500 specifically, there's really two main areas of focus. One is, of course, it's the stock market. So we're focused on individual investments and what we're seeing develop in the various sectors, what we're seeing in the economy as a whole, the stock market as a whole. But we're also focused on what does the market mean for the economy? Sometimes people say, well, whatever the S&P 500 is doing, isn't that what the economy is going to be doing? And if that was the case, our job at ITR Economics would be very easy. But unfortunately, that's not the case. What happens in the stock market only has a direct influence on what happens in the economy about 50% of the time. It's only about a reliable indicator about 50% of the time. We have much higher correlation indicators for the US economy. Our ITR leading indicator, for example, the OECD's leading indicator, for example, whole host of other leading indicators that tell us what the economy is likely to do. And so we can tell you a bit about what is going on in the market and whether that does or doesn't mean something for the economy and for your business. Okay, let's look at an example here. And I want to start with the highlights and the management objectives. This is the 50,000-foot high-level view of the stock market in this case, and we provide these on every single page in the ITR Trends Report. So let's start with the highlights. Stock prices declined in October. This is October 2023 we're talking about, as uncertainty and gold prices climbed. So there we are not only just telling you what happened in the market, but trying to put it in the context of other items. Second highlight, despite the decline, the S&P 500 has remained relatively range-bound over the last 6 months. So investors, could be feeling that there's quite a bit of volatility, but actually the market hasn't been moving too crazy one way or the other over the last 6 months through October 2023. So we're giving you that perspective. And then last, the long duration without record highs in the market is a signal that they're likely headed into a macroeconomic recession. So in this case, what's going on in the market is a pretty good predictor of what's likely to happen in the economy. We have done that analysis and we're making that link for you so you can make your decisions accordingly. Now, the most important thing, of course, is what decisions do you actually make? And for that, we have our management objective over here. And there it's saying when it comes to your business, do not underestimate the macroeconomic recession probabilities. So there we're directly addressing what is going on in the market. The market, in this case, might be underestimating those recessionary probabilities, and we are forecasting a recession for 2024. And so we are telling you that direct link of what to do for your business. Conversely, though, when it comes to your investments, we are making sure that you don't try and time your investments. We're forecasting a mild recession for 2024. You can lose a lot of money if you just try and sell at the perfect time and buy at the perfect time. That is very, very, very difficult to do, and a much better idea to make your decisions more slowly and carefully in consultation with your financial advisor. Okay, so this is the 50,000-foot view, your highlights, your management objectives. Let's really get into the heart of the analysis, and that's the overview text. So here we have 4 paragraphs. So the S&P 500 declined further in October, a third consecutive month of decline as investors went to gold, which went up over $2,000 per ounce. Really a flight to safety given all of the economic uncertainty out there. Our ITR optimizer leading indicator signaled a very defensive reading. That is an ominous reading. The ITR optimizer leading indicator is moving lower. However, the clarity score of 11.5%, what does that mean? Well, clarity tells you how strong that signal is, that very defensive signal. And in this case, the answer is not very strong. 88.5% of the time, we see greater uniformity in the leading indicators. That is, they're either all going up or they're all going down, or most of them are going up or most of them are going down. That's not what's going on in this particular month. In this particular month, clarity is low. We have dirty glasses. It's hard to see what's going on out there. And that means that there's more outcomes probable than might normally be the case with a more normal clarity score. And we're telling you that right here. Don't be shocked if there's a bit of a bear market. Don't be shocked if there's a bit of a bull market, because we have a mixed bag of evidence. And as time goes on, of course, we're going to be updating this page to make sure that the text is consistent with the evidence. Remember what I said, we are not providing opinions on this page. We are just telling you what is going on in those leading indicators and what that likely means for the future of the market. And if it's very consistent evidence, we're going to tell you that. If it's very mixed evidence, as on this particular page, we're going to tell you that too, so you can make decisions accordingly. So for many investors, this means frustration. We are directly trying to make sure that we are talking to you, the investor, and understanding the emotions that you're going through as you make decisions. So as soon as the market's course looks to be up, it might reverse direction. As soon as the market's course looks to be down, it might reverse direction. It's been relatively range bound for the last 6 months. It's been between 4,000 and 4,500, 84% of the trading days. So really what we're trying to say there is you might think you have a bead on the market, but really there has not been a 2008 style crash. There has not been a skyrocketing with record highs either. What does that mean? It means you have to be patient. It means that you don't want to be trying to time the market. Think back to that earlier management objective as an investor. But for the economy, and that's this last sentence, it tells us something pretty important. Really, you have to be patient as an investor, yes, but you also have to know that for the economy, the lack of record highs over this nearly 2-year stretch where we've not had a record high for the stock market, what does that mean? It means that 2024 is very likely to be a year of recession. That is a pretty convincing signal. Again, stock market sometimes moves up when the economy can go down and vice versa. But in the case of an extended period of time with no record highs in the market, that's a pretty good signal that there's a recession on the horizon for the economy. So patience as an investor, preparation for a recession as a business owner. That is the theme of this page. And of course, we're always changing the theme of the page in accordance with the data that we're observing. We're looking at things like what's going on in earnings, what's going on in terms of how investors are allocating their portfolio between cash and bonds and equities. We're looking at economic uncertainty. We're looking at all of these different factors, data-dependent factors that influence market behavior, and we're telling you what you need to know to make decisions. I hope you've had a chance to check out the ITR Trends Report. If you have not, please give consideration to clicking there and checking out a free trial. So if you use that QR code, you'll get a free trial for the Trends Report. It'll give you information on the trends report, which will be useful to you not only as an investor, but also in help running your business. But it'll also give you access to the other over 40 pages of markets that we have in the trends report that are updated every month. It's a host of information. We think that you'll find the value in being able to make better business decisions for the business world that you operate within, as well as better personal decisions for your family. And that's really important to us here at ITR as well. Thanks again. I'm Eric Post. I'm the Director of Research and Development here at ITR Economics. And happy trails out there reading your trends report.